It's time to talk some games, the board game show. And one of the ones I want to talk about, I've already got up on the screen. We have enjoyed this one, Stephen, a lot. But you put out an expansion on it called Paper Tales Beyond the Gates. How's that doing for you guys?
That's the expansion you're showing right there on the screen, which is cool.
Sure am.
Yeah. So Paper Tales, great. It's a card drafting game. Think Seven Wonders, where you're selecting a card pass, select the card pass, and then instead of like just dropping the cards on the table, a la Seven Wonders, you actually deploy your units. So this is a fantasy civilization building game. You're deploying units on the table in front of you. The units do go to war against your neighbors, so there's a little Seven Wonders tie-in. But those units will generate resources for you. They will do other powers for you, and you're showing there the buildings. Buildings are the biggest part of the game. So the resources they generate for you will enable you to go and get these buildings. Those are the 5 buildings that are in the game. You need to buy those buildings to generate more victory points. So it's an engine building game. Excuse me. So it's a really great game for those who like card drafting, who like an engine building game, and in a really short time frame too. One of the most unique mechanic in this game is its aging mechanic. BJ, you've played the game, you said?
Oh, I've played it many times. I love the game.
Yeah, so that aging mechanic, isn't that cool? So not only do you deploy units after a turn. And it's a 4-turn game. You're playing it 4 centuries, basically. This fantasy kingdom that you're building. After 1 turn, you then get to you age your units, and if they're there when there's an aging token on them, they go away and they die essentially. And you have to redeploy. So you're always refreshing the units that you have put out into play. And that's a really cool thing that you can do with the game. You're always refreshing them due to this aging mechanic. But since it's fantasy, there's ways of possibly keeping them around. There's ways of utilizing those aging tokens to possibly even get victory points for them. Very, very interesting. Gorgeous artwork. I love the way that it's showing there on the screen there. You can see the beautiful artwork. That's little pieces. That scepter there that you're showing there are little pieces of the artwork that are done in a collage, basically, in a montage.
Yeah, I think the theme comes through with the way the artwork comes out. It's different from Seven Wonders from that aspect. It's got a little bit more of a theme to it, and especially the way the artwork shows. It's almost like Paper Tales. It's like cardboard cutouts of all these fantasy images that are happening, almost as if you're creating this tale for yourself on your tableau.
That's a really good way of putting it.
What do we get out of the Beyond the Gates expansion?
Great question. Not only so the base game goes 2 to 5 players and has what I was saying, all of the basic units and the card drafting and the buildings. Now with the expansion, you go from 1 to 7 players. So you're going to add the high player counts up to 7 players, and then the 1-player mode is really interesting. You don't play the game the same way. You play against a special deck of cards called the Lich King. And the Lich King's deck is completely different, and you've got to defeat the Lich King to win in the solo mode. You also get more units in the game. So the number of units is a little limited in the original game. Now you get more units, and you get more buildings. And buildings are the core of the entire game. And the randomness, the versatility of those buildings are going to really make the game heavily replayable as you go forward. And look at Brad. He's like almost saying exactly what I was saying right there.
The random buildings from the expansion may be my favorite aspect, Bradley says. Really adds variability to the strategy.
I love you, Brad. You're doing great.
Verla, who's also on that Gateways group, she says, I've only recently caught wind of Paper Tales, and I'm curious, glad you're talking about it. See, Stephen, we're working on the sales for you right here.
You absolutely are. Absolutely.
Paper Tales Beyond the Gates. It's out in stores right now, right?
It is. It's street dated in early October, so both Paper Tales and Paper Tales Beyond the Gates are available. And the promo cards for Paper Tales, the Relic Foil promo pack, is available on strongholdgames.com if you want to order it from us.